Pause recording button. Pause recording. Don't allow. Allow. Allow voice recorder to send you notifications. Allow. Don't allow. Voice record. Standard.
Recents button. Accessibility. Apps. Chat drive. Eldrum, redtide. Eldrum, redtide. Loading assets. Loading assets. Loading assets. Loading assets. TS rate. Analyzing device performance. Media volume. Music volume 80. 93. 60. TT default. Eldrum, redtide. Continue button. New game button. You awaken from nightmares of blood and steel. There are people around you. They are talking, but you can't make out what they are saying. Previous. Listen button. TTS rate. Media volume. Music volume 53. TTS rate. Default. Open your eyes button. Listen button. Open your eyes button. Keep listening button. You hear the voice of an old man. He says, another soldier from the front line. Seems like a lost cause, if you ask me. Keep listening button. Open your eyes button. Keep listening. Open your eyes button. Keep listening button. Previous. You hear the voice of a woman replies, God's frown upon your pessimism. This one fought greatly, I am sure of it. And now we must do our part. Previous. Keep listening button. Open. Previous. Another man replies. Another. Previous. A woman. Another man replies. Yes, we must guide the hand of fate. Let us not waste any further time. Previous. Open your HP. Health point. HP. Open your eyes button. Main menu. Cold. Previous. Another man replies. Yes. 3 hooded faces are looking down at you. They are examining your many wounds. You feel cold and numb. Previous. Who are you? Button. Look. The robed woman replies, don't strain yourself, young soldier. The war is over. You have done your part. Close your eyes and be quiet. Allow us to mend your wounds. Previous. Look around. Close your eyes button. HP. Close your eyes. Previous. The robed woman. Your eyelid. Dream button. Look at your brother button. Talk to. Look at. Preview. Burning towers reek of death. Flames illuminate the night sky. Red rivers rush down the stone-paved hills of a dying metropolis. You stand in the shadow of a crumbled ruined stone. Your brother is here. His claymore is buried in the corpse of a foreign soldier. TTS rate. 60. Default. Previous. Your eyelid. Look at your. Talk to your brother but. Don't. He gives you a worried look. Something might have happened to our sister. She was supposed to be here an hour ago. We should go find her. Don't. HP. Don't. It doesn't no, duty. It doesn't matter what I. No, duty comes first. Yes, order. Previous. He gives you a worried look. Something might have happened to our sister. She was supposed to be here an hour ago. We should go find her. Orders. Yes, family comes first button. What exact. Previous. Orders be damned. Your brother calms down, nodding in approval. She. Previous. What exactly did she say? Button. Did I spoke to Miriam back at the house. She wanted to escape from the city. I told her that there was no way out. This was early in the evening, before the enemy had breached the city gates. Miriam said she knew a way out. She told me to wait here by midnight. Did she say anything else? But where do you suggest we start? Enough. The city is vast. She did back home at the riverfront, or perhaps the ocean shrine. Did she say anything else? Button. The city is vast. She could be anywhere. Enough talk. Let's go button. HP. Enough talk. Consider previous. About time. He grabs his claymore. Lead the way, brother. I'll be right behind you. Consider your options button. Head west to the ocean shrine. Map button. Head west to the ocean shrine button. Head southwest to the slums button. Look, foreign soldiers have torched the ramshackle towers in the slums of Logat. The narrow streets are flooded with civilians, who are running for their lives. Previous. Look at their faces button. HP. Look at their faces button. Delve deeper into the slums button. Previous. Foreign soldier. Previous. Foreign soldier. You recognize none of them. One poor soul is trampled by the rushing stampede. He lies mangled on the street as a foreign soldier moves in for the kill. Delve deep. Observe the foreign soldier but attack the foreign soldier. Button. Effects. None button. Attack the protection 9. Attack 13 to 18. Attack 13 to 18. Speech feedback and browse by
Eldrum,
touch suspended.
redtide, turn timeline. Current turn talkback menu. System actions. Text to speech setting. Eldrum, redtide. Preferred engine, Samsung text to speech and preferred engine. Navigate up but not check radio but not check radio button vocalizer TT attention can okay
Using vocalizer TT. Recents button. Elk 1 UI home. Eldrum, redtide. Turn timeline current turn taker. U. Attack protection 9. Cleave cost. Cleave cost. 1 act. Cleave. Minus 17. Foreign soldiers turn. Defensive. Your turn. Enter. Apply. Move. Move. Sever unavailable. Cost. Cleave on. Attack 13. Attack. Critical minus 23. Attack. Minus 14. Notification. Blood splashes on the pavement. Previous. Assist your brother. Button. Initiated combat. Your and move. Move. Sever unavailable. Cost. Cleave unavailable. Attack. Attack. Minus 12. Attack. Block. Attack. Minus 14. Foreign soldiers turn. Attack. Minus 6. Your turn. Enter. Apply. Move. Move. Sever on. Cleave cost. Attack. Attack. Minus 13. Attack. Minus 12. Attack. Minus 12. Foreign soldiers turn. Defensive. Your turn. Enter. Apply. Move. Move. Sever cost. 1. Sever. Minus 64. You strike down the foreign soldier. The wound is fatal. He dies in agony, howling curses in a foreign tongue. Now that the odds are more even, the other soldier is easily dispatched. Breathing heavily, Alex says, let's go. Slower. Slower. Previous. Blood. Talk to your brother. Button. Check on the trampled. Delve. Check on the trampled civilian. The man is still alive, but his legs are broken. He groans in agony. Please 3 period get me out of here 3 period. Talk to your brother. Carry the trampled civilian out of harm's. You pick up the injured man from the ground. As you hold him in your arms, he struggles. Previous. The man. Follow his instructions. You ascend a flight of stairs in a burning alley. Sweat trickles down your face as Alec mutters behind your back. This is a waste of time 3 period. The injured man moans. That's it 3 period. We are almost there 3 period. Keep going. Button. Heading south. You carry him a few blocks until you encounter a middle-aged woman. Put him down on the HP. Put him down on the street. The woman assists you and immediately begins tending to her husband's broken legs. He says, wait 3 period before you go 3 period. Yes. HP. Yes, but they call me Crooked Nikita, and 3 period I am most grateful 3 period your kindness will not be forgotten. Thank you, soldier, and farewell. Farewell, button. Alex says, come on, we have more important things to worry about 3 period. Delve deeper, HP. Delve. Engulfed in flames, crumbling towers shed light on the serpentine streets of the slums. The strange war chants of foreign soldiers echo
Sound
in the distance.
visualization. Swipe left or right with 2 fingers. 11 minutes, 24. Add to favorites. Standard.
Previous. Alex said, search for your sister, button. You descend into the lower depths of the burning slums. Another tower collapses nearby. A blinding cloud of black dust makes you choke. Previous. Persevere, button. Coughing violently, you press on. As the cloud dissipates, you discover the dead body of a foreign soldier. He has been crushed by the smoldering debris of a fallen tower. Previous. Examine the corpse, button. The foreign soldier is clutching a parchment in his outstretched hand. Take the parchment. You take the parchment. Previous. Talk to your brother. He coughs. We should leave this place. Map. HP. Map. Area. Slums. Main Street, button. Main Street. You have returned. Previous. Previous. You have returned to the meeting place. Located halfway up the hill on Main Street, a crumbled runestone is enclosed by a circle of rocks. Your brother says, she's not here. Let's keep searching. Head east to your home on the river. Head north to Crown Junction, button. Head east to your home on the riverfront, button. You head east towards the river. The familiar blocks are dark and quiet, as the buildings have not yet been devoured by the firestorm of war. As you get closer to your old neighborhood, Alec whispers in your ear, wait, do you hear that? Previous. Stop and listen, button. Fearful voices echo in the distance. You hear the rumbling noise of wagons. A crowd of refugees is coming this way. There are children among them. Approach. Look around, button. Approach the caravan, button. Look up, button. There are archers on the rooftops. One by one, their burning arrows light up like lanterns in the dark as the archers take aim at the caravan on the street below. Warn the refugees, button. A hail of burning arrows rain down from the rooftops. Panic erupts. Deafening cries of anguish can be heard as the caravan is decimated by the unseen archers. Proceed to the riverfront, button. Look for survivors. Things are looking quite grim. Most people are fatally wounded. A woman and her child are hiding behind a wagon. Your brother shouts, come with us. Move. Previous. Make a run for it, button. HP. Make a run. You avoid the burning arrows that rain down from above. Breathing heavily, the woman is holding the child in her arms. HP. Keep running. As you keep moving towards the river, it becomes clear that you are out of harm's way, at least for now. The woman calms down and puts down her child. Talk to the refugees, button. You realize that they are people from your neighborhood. Her name is Evelyn and her boy is named Marcus. She says, words cannot express our gratitude. I hope you understand that. We are trying to find our sister. Evelyn replies, Miriam is gone. Visibly upset, she ponders your question. Last time I saw her was yesterday, late in the evening. She was on her way home 3 period. You, wait here. You need to find a different route to the city gates. Wait here. We shall guide you to safety. She nods. Please come back soon. The city is falling 3 period. HP. Proceed to the riverfront. It's quiet on the riverfront. The tall and narrow residential buildings are still intact, but it seems that most civilians have abandoned their homes by now.
Navigate up, button. Standard.
Previous. Look around. Button. Facing the riverbank. Wooden houses line up like heads. Gaze. Talk to your brother. Button. He looks around. Seems like everyone left. Can't say I blame him. Gaze. Talk to your. Approach. Talk. Gaze across the river. The noble district across the river is untouched by war. The Lord is kept safe behind the fortified walls of Hycastle. You have seen it from afar since you were a young child. The site. Previous. Gaze across the river. Used. Talk to your brother. Used. Button. Never seen a neighborhood empty like this. 3 period. Gaze. Talk to your. Approach the entrance to your home. Button. The front door has been left ajar. Flickering light emanates from an open window on the second floor. You catch a glimpse of movement inside. Look at the building. Button. Talk to your brother. Look at the known as the Barnabas residence. The timber frame house is 3 stories high with 2 windows on each floor. Look at the windows. Button. Talk to your brother. Look at the. You notice that a coil of rope has been placed on the windowsill on the second floor. The rest of the window shutters are closed. Look at the building. Used. Talk to your brother. Button. Enter the building. Button. Talk. Seems like we have visitors. 3 period. Enter the building. Button. HP. Enter. Look at the building. Used. Button. Enter the building. Illuminated by the central fire pit, the kitchen on the ground floor is a mess. You hear noise and muffled voices from upstairs. Look around. Button. Chairs have been overturned. Plates and goblets are scattered on the floor. The hatch to the food cellar is open. Listen. Check the food cellar. Listen. Button. It sounds like more than one person is up there. Check. Talk to your brother. Button. He whispers. Don't like this at all. Might. Preview. Check the food cellar. Go upstairs to tell your brother to stand guard outside. But Alec nods and exits the building. Check. Go upstairs to check the food cellar. Button. Go upstairs to go outside. Go upstairs to. The creaking staircase betrays your movement. Someone's coming. Once you reach the second floor, you are faced with a pair of young previous. Observe the intruders. Approach the intruders. Realizing what they are up against, one of them shouts, "Militia!" Bags of loot are quickly thrown out on the street, and the scavengers exit the same way, using a rope to climb down from the window. The efficiency of this routine is mesmerizing to behold. Previous. Look out the window. Button. Their contingency plan did not account for the presence of Alec Barnabas. Skewered on his claymore, they vomit blood in the face of death. Collapsing under the combined weight of their dying bodies, your brother is unable to contain his laughter, which echoes far and wide across the riverfront. Previous. Realizing. Good job, Alec. But still buried below a mound of leaking flesh on the walkway, Alec shouts, "By the great wolf. Did you see that? Stuff of legends, no less." Turn. HP. Turn away from the window. Button. The candlelight flickers in the night breeze, dripping wax on the nightstand. Various trinkets and moth-riddled garments are piled up on the floor. Preview. Take the rope. Button. You untangle the knot on the rope that was tied to the bedpost near the window. Go upstairs. Take a moment to think back. For many years, this was the children's room. Miriam occupied the middle part, a buffer zone between quarreling brothers. She claimed the 3rd floor after the death of your father. Preview. Walk to your side of the bedroom. Button. No place like home. It's been a while since you slept in this bed. Unlike your brother, you came to prefer the barracks of Cornerstone Keep, your home away from home. Previous. For many years. Rifle through your belongings. Button. Among the wooden toys and children's clothes is your proof of citizenship, official documentation of your status as a Highland commoner. This old parchment might prove useful, as the harsh fate of exile grows in likelihood. Previous. Look for supplies. Button. Go upstairs to the 3rd. Look for supplies. You find a torch. Never know when you might need it. Go downstairs, but go upstairs to the 3rd. You walk up the stairs to the 3rd floor. Miriam's dwelling is cluttered with bookshelves. A few candles are burning on her desk, which stands on the other side of the room. Previous. You find it. Approach the desk. Button. You step on something made of glass. You can feel how it breaks up. Examine the HP. You pick up the broken glass vial from the floor. The shards reek of opium. Put it away. Button. Put it. You hear someone breathing in the darkness. Previous. Listen. Button. Look around. Button. A man of short stature lies unconscious on your sister's bed. He is curled up in the fetal position with his back turned against you. Previous. You hear. Look at him. Button. Wake him up. Button. You poke him until he slowly turns over, mumbling incoherently. His face is pale and round like the full moon. Drowsy and confused, he looks at you with fearful eyes. Oh, number 3 period. Previous. A man of oh yes 3 period. Button. The little moon-faced man tumbles over to the other side of the bed and tries to escape, looking over his shoulder as he runs towards the staircase. Previous. Try to catch him. Button. Stab him in HP. Stab. Try to catch him. Quick on his feet, the strange man slips away from your grasp. Fortunately, your brother appears in the doorway, blocking the intruder's escape route. Grinning, Alex. Previous. Quick on his feet. End of the road. Better start talking. Raising his empty hands, the man turns around and leers at you. Talk about what? Who are you? Button. What have you done to our sister? Button. Grimacing, the moon-faced man replies, I ain't done nothing to nobody. Who are you? Button. He does not reply. Alex says, I can answer that for you. This is Lorne. He is a gang leader from the slums. We know each other quite well, don't we? Lorne replies, shut up. Previous, grimacing, this is our home. You're trespassing 3 period. Lorne sticks out his tongue and smirks. Yeah, so. Give me one good reason to let you live. Button. Eyes darting back and forth, Lorne replies, promise to let me go, unharmed, and I'll tell you what I know 3 period. Previous, Lorne's, kill him, button. You have my word, let's hear it. Somebody was here before us, left the door open, made a mess up here, but they didn't take no food, that's what we came for, nothing else 3 period. Previous, kill him, button. That's all you know, button. Let him go, that's all you know. Frustrated, Lorne replies, we were looking for food, other houses were picked clean, I don't know nothing about no sister, now let him go. Previous, kill him. Ask your brother for advice, but let him go, button. Lorne smirks. A man of your word. I'll remember that. Good night, soldiers. Your brother steps aside. The moon-faced scavenger in the oversized coat hurries down the stairs. Farewell, button. Remain silent. Miriam's dwelling is cluttered and disorganized. Even more. Talked. Search the room, button. Go. Search. You realize that all of her books and notes are missing. Each and every bookshelf is empty. You find her proof of citizenry in a desk drawer. Talk to your brother, button. Take the scroll from the desk drawer. Search every nook and cranny. You find a book under the pillow on your sister's bed. It seems to be some kind of journal. Talk. Take the scroll. Take the scroll from the You talk. Take the journal, button. You take the journal that was hidden under previous. Talk to your brother. Go downstairs to the second. The candlelight. Go downstairs, button. You have returned. Check. Go outside, button. Dead scavengers. Walk. Enter. HP. Health points 56 of 70. Level. Encumbrance. Gold. 15. Main menu. Character tab. Inventory. Bronze claymore. Equipped. New. Collapsed. 1. New. Collapsed. Armor. 5. Collapsed. Armor. 5. Collapsed. Food. 1. Expanded. Collapsed. Dried meat. 3. New. Food. Salt. To 2 uses. Consume. Button. Restore 16 health. Notifications. 12 threes gain 10 experience, gain rope, gain scroll. Proof of citizenry. Fragment. Gain torch 2s, gain 5 experience, gain scroll. Proof of citizenry. Miriam Barnabas. Gain book. The Journal of Miriam Barnabas. Health plus 14, health plus or minus 0. Button. Notifications cleared. Quest. Close inventory. Quest. No. Dead. Previous. You have walk away. Button. Enter HP. Enter the walk away. As you step out on the walkway, Alex says, almost forgot about the stolen food. Here's your half. He hands over a tightly wrapped bundle. Previous. Take the food. Button. Little bit of this and that. Nothing too exciting. Keep HP. Keep walking. The walkway on the riverfront is quiet. Previous. Gaze. Talk to your brother. You. Escort. Return to the Barnabas. Escort the refugees to the city. Evelyn and her son Marcus are waiting for you on a street corner nearby. Their eyes light up. She says, are we leaving now? Yes. Button. Alex says, listen up. Our safest bet might be the ruins of the southern riverfront. Expect the worst. Pay attention. Move in silence. And stay close. I'll watch the rear. That's all. Sounds like a plan. Follow me. Most buildings were smashed by catapults during the first day of the siege. Countless boulders and burning arrows flew over the palisades until there was nothing left but a nebulous maze of ash and rubble. So far, there is no sign of life here. Look over your shoulder, but keep walking. Concealed by the veil of night, you wander the ruins until you reach a fort in the road, illuminated by a campfire. A couple of foreign soldiers are standing on the street to your previous. Observe the fort. Approach the foreign soldiers, but you have been spotted. A heavily armed attack. HP. Attack. Initiated combat. Your turn. Attack 13 to protection 9. Attack 13 to 18. Attack. Critical minus 24. Attack. Minus 12. Attack. Block. Foreign soldier 1's turn. Attack. Minus 4. Foreign soldier 2's turn. Attack. Miss. Your turn. Attack. Protect. Cleave. Protect. Cleave. Protection 9. Protection 9. Protection 9. Cleave. Protection 9. Your effects. Protection. Protect. Bronze clay. Attack 13 to 18. Cleave cost. Cleave. Minus 17. Minus 15. Attack 13 to 8. Attack. Minus 13. Cleave cost. Cleave. Block. Minus 14. Foreign soldier 1's turn. Defensive. Foreign soldier 2's turn. Attack. Minus 2. Your turn. Enter. Apply. Move. Move. Sever. Cleave cost. 1. Cleave. Minus 14. Minus 17. And. Move. Move. Cleave. Attack 13 to 18. Attack. Minus 12. Cleave cost. 1. Cleave. Minus 18. Notifications. 6 gain 2x red apple gain green apple gain loaf of bread 2's gain 20 experience gain 2x silver coin button. Notify. You lose yourself in the previous. You lose yourself in the heat of battle. Acting on instinct, you swing your sword with blind rage, and somehow you prevail. 2 corpses lie mutilated in your shadow. Catch your HP. Your brother exclaims, by the great wolf. That was a sight to behold. Evelyn whispers, pipe down. Others might come. She looks around with fear in her eyes. Right. Follow me. Right. The 4 of you hurry onwards. The ruins remain lifeless and hollow. A sigh of relief can be heard from Evelyn once the city gates are within sight. HP. Approach the city gates button. As you reach your destination, Evelyn cries tears of joy and says, your kindness and bravery knows no bounds. She turns to the crowd of refugees and soldiers nearby and shouts, blessed be the Barnabas brothers, for they saved our lives not once, but twice. Previous, the 4 of... Some say that exile is a fate worse. If you see our sister out there, let her know that we are looking for her, but... She nods. Of course. Alec chimes in. And you are absolutely sure that you don't have any useful information? Evelyn replies, I have nothing more to offer but hope and prayers 3 period. Some say that exile is a fate worse. We have to get going. Button. Wait 3 period in case you have forgotten. My family name is Whitefeather. Please come visit our farm if you ever need a place to stay. You will find it if you head... Farewell. Wait 3 period in case you have forgotten. My family name is Whitefeather. Please come visit our farm if you ever need a place to stay. You will find it if you head southwest from Riverside Outpost. Farewell, Barnabas Brothers. HP. Farewell, button. A steady trickle. Look. Ask the soldiers about your sister. Map, button. Area. City. Main Street, button. Travel interrupted by encounter. Dressed in rags, a young woman with brown hair stands near the burning rubble of a fallen building. She is crying. Refugees pass her by on their way down the sloping street. They pay no heed to her suffering. Approach the woman, button. The woman covers her face with both hands. As you step closer, she extends her arms to the sky. Her striking features are soiled by tears and soaked. She cries out, oh, what will ever become of me? Tomorrow is not promised. Previous, dressed in why are you crying? Button. Eyes wide open and full of despair, she looks at you and cries, oh, it's terrible. My whole family was burned alive and now I have no home. All that is left is a life of poverty and hardship in exile. If only someone could help me. Look into her eyes, button. Give her a few coins, button. Say a few kind words and walk away. Clearly moved by her plight, Alec takes out a few coins from his pouch. There is nothing worse than the tears of a beautiful woman. She rewards his generosity with a warm embrace. May the god... Always had a weak spot for the ladies. HP. Alec walks up to you with a smile on his face. Guilty as charged 3 period. The smile is quickly replaced by bewilderment as he stops dead in his tracks. What's the... HP. What... Bitch stole my money. He looks around, but the young woman is nowhere to be seen. Laugh, button. Shall we track her down and teach her a lesson? Shall we track her down and teach her a lesson? Button. Nah, not worth it. If I see her around, sure, but fate will teach her a lesson sooner or later, one way or another. That's just how it goes. Laugh, button. You have only yourself to blame. Red rivers run down the hill on Main Street. One building. Previous. Head north to Crown Junction. Button. Head north to Crown Junction. The upward slope of Main Street is littered with burning corpses. You cross paths with a militia soldier on your way to the summit. He seems to be in a hurry, keeping his head low under the previous. Look at the soldier. Button. Look at the soldier. The militia soldier keeps his distance and walks with a brisk pace. He is armed with... Ask your brother for... Talk to the soldier. The soldier growls, leave me alone. Block it. Ask your brother. Block his path. You stand in his way, keeping your weapons close at hand. Disgruntled, the soldier exclaims, just my luck. I had to run into the Barnabas brothers 3 period. Previous, the soldier. Marvin, is that you? Button. That's right, and I'm out of here. Now get the hell out of my way, before things get ugly 3 period. Our sister, you know what our sister has, you know what happens to deserters, right? Button. Oh, come on, you know damn well that this isn't what we signed up for when we joined the city guard, and besides, what does it matter? Anyway, Lobit is doomed 3 period. Nothing we can do about it 3 period. Previous. Kill him. Button. Ask your brother for advice. Button. Let him go. Button. Be seeing you. Barnabas Brothers. Above or below. Proceed to HP. Proceed to Crown Junction. But you have reached the hilltop of Crown Junction. Previous. Look to the west. Look to the north. But the stone tower of Militia Fortress looms above the northern docks, which can be accessed by heading down the slope of a winding street. Look to the east. Button. Look to the south. Button. Talk to your brother. Button. Head for the northern docks. Button. Talk to Alex says, she's not here. Let's keep moving. Look, look, look to the south. Head for the northern docks. Button. You hear a strange voice halfway down the hill. The street is empty, but a woman is singing somewhere nearby. Preview. Talk to your brother. Button. Listen to the strange song. Sounds like a mad woman. Previous. Talk. Ignore the voice and follow the sound of her voice. The voice guides you to a dead-end street. You've been here many times before. This is where the customs house is located. It seems that the woman is trapped inside the building, which has been smashed by a large boulder. Previous. Talk to your brother. Button. Approach the customs house. Button. The constant wailing is interrupted when you get closer to the customs house. A pale man is peeking out from a narrow crevice. He shouts, "About time somebody showed up. We can barely move in here, and the ceiling will drop any minute now. 3 period. How many people are trapped inside? Button." Flustered and impatient, the man replies, "Just me and my associate, and his wife. 3 period. What difference does it make? Hurry up already." The mad woman sings. Remove the debris. Button. Clearing the rubble is no easy task. The mad woman sings while you carry the heavy rocks out of the way. Wipe the sweat from your brow. Button. One by one, they slip out from the collapsed building. You recognize all of them. Cap, Rudd and Jan. They are small-time croaks, known as the River Mob. Your night patrols were a thorn in their side, more than once. Observe the criminals. Button. What were you doing in the customs house? Button. Rudd says, "Wife gotta have her medicine." Observe. Our sister has gone missing. Hand over the contraband, or things might get ugly. Cap says, "Easy, now. There is room for compromise. His wife needs medicine, and we need merchandise, especially now. You can have some, but not all of it." Previous. Observe the criminals. Our sister has gone missing. You people know how to fight. You are in our debt. Remember. Cap replies, "Yes, you have my word. We owe you a favor. Anything, anytime, any place. 3 period. Good to health, good to know. Farewell." Button. Rudd whispers in Cap's ear, somewhat anxious. The pale hoodlum looks at you and says, "We are hungry and thirsty. Please 3 period. Give us something to eat. Some water. 3 previous. Give them some food." Button. Cap nods. "Appreciate it. See you around, Barnabas Brothers." Give them. Proceed to the northern docks. Militia soldiers patrol the northern docks, which lie in ruin. Ships move in the darkness on the sea of twilight. Previous. Look around. Button. Talk to your brother. Button. Ask the soldiers about your map. Button. 8. Map. Ask the Talk to your. Look around. Previous. Look around. There are quite a few soldiers here. Most of the buildings have been ravaged by enemy catapults. The tower of Militia Fortress looms in the distance. Look. Talk to your. Ask the soldiers about. Approach the fortress. Map. Approach the. You hear the fluttering of wings. Alex says, and so begins the song of rooks. 3 period. The birds of carrion. Previous. Listen. Button. The psalm of putrefaction is harmonized by 1,000 beaks. From out of nowhere, you are paralyzed by overwhelming pain, as if blades of cold steel wreak havoc on your guts from within. Breathe. HP. Breathe. The light of dawn approaches.
Add recents. Voice recorder. Add to favorite. Standard. Navigate. Standard.
Look at the sky. Button. The light of dawn approaches. Look at the sky. HP. Look at 9 burning orbs in the black wood. Sun rays like javelins, piercing your eyes. Blinded, you burn to ash in the city of eternal flame. Previous. The light. Scream. Button. HP. Scream. Elsewhere. Voices above darkness. Listen. Button. The wounds are internal. We must act soon or this one will perish. 3 period. Previous. Elsewhere. Listen. Button. Speculum. Scalpel. Forceps. 3 period. Listen. Button. Open your eye. Listen. First incision, abdominal aperture 3 period. Previous, open your eyes, button. H, open. Drenched in cold sweat, you tremble and shiver as a familiar sight comes into view. 3 hooded faces above your bed. Their white robes are now drenched in blood. The Highland monks have cut you open, exposing your inner workings for the world to see. Their eyes wander across the gorge in your gut, which demands undivided attention. Previous, look around, button. Look at the monks, button. Request pain relief, button. Taken aback, the monks manage to keep their composure. The woman says, quickly, Spongia somnifera. Wait, button. Moments extend to eternity. Your eyes close. Hot water drips on your chest and strange fumes enter your nostrils. The woman says, the infernal boundary beckons. But we have seen that your soul is a living flame. Never let it dwindle. You will rise. Now sleep. Sleep, button. You drift in a deep and dark wood. Time passes. Fragments of dreams and conversations. Darker mornings. Snow outside. Your brother is here. He walks in circles, ranting and raving about something or other. And now he's gone. Brief moments in this world, soon replaced by nightmares of blood and steel. At some point in time, you wake up. Previous. Moments extend. Open your eyes. Button. Other beds are vacant. The infirmary is cold. Moonlight seeps in from snow-covered windows. Get out of bed. But examine your wound. Your wounds have healed, though your scars are plentiful. Get out of bed. HP. Get out of. You feel weak in the knees. Shivering, you drop to the floor like a pile. Stand up. Button. You feel. Previous. You feel cold and famished. Trembling, you lean on the empty bed next to yours. You need clothes and a crutch. Look around. Button. HP. Look around. There's a wardrobe next to the front door. A few crutches are leaning on the side of it. Previous. Look in the. Take a crutch. Button. A few crutches are leaning on the side of the wardrobe. You grab one of them. Look. Open the front door. But look in the wardrobe. You find a heavy fur cape and a pair of fur boots in the wardrobe. Fine. Previous. Take the fur cape. You take the fur boots. But you inventory tab has up. Wooden staff. New. Expanded. Weapon. Collapsed. Expanded. Collapsed. Light fur boots. New. Scraps of 1 armor. Encumbrance. Slot. Equip. Button. Fur mantle. New. Equip. Button. Light fur boots. Equip. Collapsed. Weapon. 1. Expanded. Wooden staff. New. This crutch. Stun. Stun. Melee. Encumbrance. Slots. Stun. Button. Eldrum. Redtide. Stun. 1 action. 1000 advantage. Strike your opponent in the head. This aimed attack deals 150% weapon damage and makes the enemy disoriented. Effects. Disoriented. Reduces the chance to hit an opponent by 30%. Duration. 1 turn. The merchant was cornered by thugs in the dark alley. They were coming to collect. He was coming up short. They beat him over the head with clubs. He was never the same again. Kept drooling and staring off into the distance. Nobody is getting paid from that. Close. Button. Eldrum. Collapse. Character tab. Has up. Close inventory. Quests tab. Has update or unread I. Note. Notifications. 19-2's militia reputation decreased 3's gain 10 experience lost red apple 2's gain 5 experience you leveled up. Completed objective report for duty at the militia fortress strength -5 completed objective search for your sister completed quest infernal odyssey initiated quest rude awakening health 1 completed objective find a crutch gained wooden staff gained fur mantle gained light fur boots. Notification. Previous. Open. HP. Open the. You can barely walk. The wooden staff might be helpful. Previous. You remove. Open the front door. Used. Button. You can barely walk. The wooden staff might be. Character tab. Has update or unread. Inventory. Staff. This crutch is. Stun. Mail. Slot. Equip. Button. Collapse. Character tab. Has up. Close inventory. You can barely walk. The wooden staff might be helpful. Previous. Open the front door. Used. Button. H. Help. Level. Gold. 15. Main menu. Character. Quests tab. Has update or. No. Level 2. You have 1 unspent stat points. Experience 175 of 300. Attributes. Strength. 1. Charisma. 1. Resilience. 1. Agility. 1. Perception. 1. Open tooltip. Button. Increase strength. Open tooltip. Attributes define your character. Throughout the game, all of them will be put to the test in numerous unique situations. Strength is a measure of physical power. Increase your strength to improve melee damage and to increase the amount of encumbering equipment you can use. Charisma is a measure of beauty and personality. Increase your charisma to improve your business acumen, negotiation skills and deceptive charm. Resilience. Resilience is a measure of health and toughness. Increase your resilience to gain more health, protection against attacks, and increased chance to block when using a shield. Agility. Agility is a measure of physical speed and elasticity. Increase your agility to become quicker in combat and improve your chance of evading attacks. Perception. Perception is a measure of the five senses, primarily sight and hearing. Increase your perception to strike evasive foes more efficiently, and improve damage and accuracy with ranged weapons. You might also Perception. Perception is a measure of the five senses, primarily sight and hearing. Increase your perception to strike evasive foes more efficiently, and improve damage and accuracy with ranged weapons. You might also discover things in your surroundings which someone less perceptive would not. Close button. Eldrum. Increase strength with 1 button. Increase charisma with 1 button. Increase resilience with 1 button. Increase agility with 1 button. Increase perception with 1. Derivatives. Help. Increase agility with 1. Increase perception with 1. Increase resilience with 1. Increase charisma with 1. Increase strength with 1. Open tooltip button. Increase strength with 1 button. Increase charisma with 1. Increase resilience with 1. Increase agility with 1 button. Increase perception with 1 button. Increase agility with 1 button. Increase perception with 1 button. Increase resilience with 1 button. Close character tab. Open the front door. You can barely walk. Open the front door. The icy wind hits you when the door swings open. Snow lies thick across the military outpost. Go outside button. Previous. The snow shines white below the crescent moon. The campgrounds on the hills are surrounded by palisades. Dressed in a white robe, a monk stands by himself in front of you, stargazing in solitude. Previous. Approach the monk button. Hearing you approach, the monk speaks, though he keeps his gaze fixed on the stars above. The sky bleeds. Doom on Tempuris. Look up. HP. Look up, but like a red scar across. No notifications button. Like a red scar across the black firmament, a shining spear is outstretched among the stars of night. The old monk says, strange, isn't it? Previous. I have never seen such a thing before, button. Neither have I, but it was foretold. Wounded by war, the highlands are cursed. 3 period. Who are you? Where am I? Who are you? But don't remember me? Suppose it was a long time ago. I am Pater Heinrich, chief surgeon of Riverside Outpost. Where am I? What happened? Do you have any food? Button. He points to a campfire down the hill. Speak to the exiles. Some rabbit stew was boiling in their pot. Be wary, some of them are heretics. Where am I? What happened? Heretics? Farewell, Pater A campfire is burning near the gates and the watchtowers. A dozen people are huddled around the flames and a pot of stew. Approach the campfire. A one-eyed woman is holding court, lecturing the haggard exiles. She speaks with a foreign accent. 3 period. The prophecy of previous. Listen, button. Talk to the foreign woman. May I have something to eat? Wrapped in a blanket, a bearded man reaches for a bowl and a spoon. He gives them to you and says, help yourself, soldier. Listen. Talk to the foreign woman. Eat some rabbit stew. You scrape off the leftovers of rabbit stew from the iron pot. Not the worst you have tasted. Listen. Talk to the map button. Area, Riverside, campfire, current, infirmary. Infirmary. The moon and the sky serpent shine bright. Enter the infirmary button. It's warm inside. Talk to the monk. Go to map button. Go to. You rest for a few hours until the break of dawn. By the time you wake up, the flames in the fireplace have dwindled and the monk is no longer previous. Look around button. Map button. Look around. All the beds are empty. Daylight seeps in from the snow-covered. Map button. Area, Riverside Outpost. Infirmary, current area, Riverside. Campfire button. Travel interrupted by encounter. A young woman in a white robe opens the front door and steps inside. She smiles. You're awake. The gods have shown mercy. The monk is taking off her boots. She says, the colonel wants to see you. Better not keep him waiting. Previous. Who are you? Button. Oh, pardon my manners. I'm new here. Graduated from the monastery last week. They call me Sister Agatha. Let me know if you need medical supplies or treatment. She looks around at the empty beds. Things are still quiet, so it shouldn't be a problem. Previous. Where is the colonel? Button. Good to know. Farewell. Look around. Button. You step outside. You step outside. The snow lies thick on Riverside Outpost. The cloudy skies above the forest hills are gray. Look around. Walk away from the infirmary. Button. Previous. The campfire is out and the exiles are gone. The gateway to the outpost is closed. Previous. You step. Approach the gate. Button. Approach the fortress on the hilltop. Approach the riverbank. Button. The embankment of the frozen river is kept under the watchful eye of a soldier, who is guarding a shack near the jetty. A merchant is hawking his wares from the back of his ox-drawn carriage. Previous. The campfire. Talk to the soldier. Button. Back on your feet. Yep. Talk to the soldier. Trade with the merchant. Button. Talk. Things have been quiet lately. Previous. Talk to. Nothing to report. Talk. Trade with the merchant. Explore the proving grounds. Trade with the merchant. Arrow. Hunting bow. Sword stick. Expanded. Weapon. Collapsed. Armor. 1. Collapsed. Food. 1. Expanded. Collapsed. Flask of pear cider. Widely appreciated among the peoples of Temcuris. Brewed by the monks of the Finrisian monastery. 4 uses. Unknown effects. Buy for 18 gold. Current gold. 15. Button. Flat. Collapsed. Tool. Close. Button. Picked up the cider of the previous. Nothing. Talk. Trade. Explore the proving grounds. Map. Button. Area. Riverbank. Campfire. Button. Campfire. Map. Button. Approach the fortress on the hilltop. Frozen stiff. Previous. Talk to the guards. Button. Look at the Highland Bank. Enter the fortress on. No. Previous. Frozen stiff. You step through a corridor to a great hall, where a fire pit is burning. The colonel sits on a wooden throne behind a sturdy table. Dozens of militia soldiers are lined up along the walls. Pater Heinrich sits on a chair next to the colonel. Previous. Frozen. Report for duty. Button. The colonel is old and stocky with short gray hair. He was placed in charge of the outpost long before you received basic training. The officer speaks in a solemn voice. The time has come to honor the deeds you have done, soldier. Previous. Kneel before the throne. But the monk takes a branding iron from the fire pit. Scalding hot, it burns your skin below the mark of allegiance on your left arm. In honor of your service in the war against Cadmelan, you are hereby branded with the mark of triumph. Previous. The colonel is. Endure the pain. Button. Saluted by the other soldiers, you grimace in pain on your knees. The monk takes another branding iron from the fire pit. You have served us well, soldier, but your body and mind are broken 3 period once more. Your skin burns below the mark of allegiance. You are hereby branded with the mark of weariness. Previous. The monk. What does it mean? Button. The colonel replies, your time came and went on the battlefield, young soldier. We cannot afford to keep a cripple on payroll. You are now relieved from active duty, but there are still ways to prove your worth 3 period. What did you have in mind? Button. Your brother has not been seen for a few days. Unlike you, Alec Barnabas remains a useful asset. Find him, and your efforts will be rewarded. I will find my brother. Anything else you can tell me? Button. The monk says, rise, young soldier, and let it be known that we recognize your valiant sacrifice. All of us are suffering the aftermath of war. Measures of austerity must be taken, unfortunate as it may be. Previous. Your brother has. Stand up. Button. The colonel says, speak to the paymaster if you want to collect your wages. Ask the quartermaster about your belongings. That'll be. Talk to the quarter. Talk to the quarter. Talk. Enter the barracks. Button. You follow a crowd of soldiers into the circular dormitory, where wolf hides are laid out among the scattered luggage on the stone floor. Search the barracks. Button. Ask. Yes. Leave the barracks. HP. Health points 90 of 110. Leave the. Get some rest. But. You lie down on the stone floor, curled up in a wolf hide. You take a deep breath and close your eyes. The murmuring echoes of laughter and conversation lulls you to sleep. Darkness and fire, bones and ash, soaked in cold sweat. You awaken from nightmares of blood and steel. Trembling, you get back on your feet. Look around. Leave the barracks. Health points 110 of 110. Leave the barracks. The doors to the great hall. Talk to the monk. Button. Talk to the quartermaster. Button. Militia soldiers patrol the hallway to the quartermaster's office. The young man sits behind his desk, leafing through the pages of a thick ledger. Previous. Retrieve your belongings. The quartermaster picks up the ledger. Having flipped through the pages for a while, he finally looks up and says, here we are. One moment, please. He seeks out a wooden crate and drags it across the floor. This one's yours. Here's the key. Previous. Take the key. Button. You take the small iron key. Unlock. Leave the quarter. Unlock the crate. Having used the small iron key, you remove the padlock and open a wooden crate. The first thing you notice is that your equipment is missing. No sword and no armor. The box is big enough. They should be in there, but this is not the case. Previous. Ask about the missing equipment. Button. The quartermaster takes a look in his ledger. Says here your things were collected and boxed up when you got here. This was 3 period about 9 months ago. It's all there, far as I know. What you see is what you get. Previous. Complain. Take the journal. Button. You take the book. Take your sister's birth cert. You take your birth certificate. You take the damn. Complain about the missing equipment. Take the foreign pamphlet. But you take the pamphlet. Cadmelonian. Take the rope. Button. You take the coil of rope. Take the leave the quartermaster. Take the torch. But you take the torch. Leave the quartermaster's. Previous. Talk to the colonel. Button. Talk to the monk. Button. Talk to the paymaster. Button. Militia soldiers guard the end. Previous. Collect your wages. Button. Let's see 3 period. The old man turns the pages in his ledger. Yes, finally, he puts down 3 coin pouches on the table. These are the wages from the past 9 months. Previous. Collect your wages. Used. Without consulting his ledger, the paymaster replies, there are no more scheduled payments to your account. All funds have been withdrawn. Previous. Notifications. 16 gain 10 experience completed objective report for duty at Riverside Outpost 2's health minus 10 initiated quest blood is thicker than water health plus 20 gain small iron key gain book. The Journal of Miriam Barnabas gain scroll. Proof of citizenry. Miriam Barnabas. Gain scroll. Proof of citizenry. Amended. Gain pamphlet. Necropolis Empira gain rope gain torch gold plus 180. 2's gold plus 25. Button. Without. Notification. With collect. So. Ask a. Leave. H. Health points 110 of 100. Level. Encumbrance. Gold. 245. And left. Help. H. Ask about your brother. So, that's it. Ask. Leave the paymasters. You're standing in the great hall of. Talk to the monk. Visit. Enter. Visit the paymaster's office. Map. Button. Area. Riverside. Gallows. Button. Riverside 4. Gallows. Campfire. Button. Riverbank. Button. Gallows. Campfire. Travel interrupted by encounter. You notice that most of the soldiers in the outpost are seasoned veterans. Among previous. Catch up with him. Button. Your former teacher is carrying a bundle of wooden swords. He doesn't seem to recognize you. Long salute, but long time no see. Button. The bearded martial instructor halts on the riverbank. It takes a moment before he remembers. Young Barnabas, forgive me, but I have trained many recruits over the years 3 period. Previous. It is no surprise that you did not recognize me, for I am but a shadow of. Not many. It is no surprise that you did not recognize me, for I am but a shadow of my former self 3 period. Button. Not many youngbloods among the soldiers here. Seems like the militia should fetch some new recruits 3 period. Button. Have you seen the red scar on the black firmament? Button. Ask him about your brother. Have you seen the red scar on the black firmament? Not. It is no He shakes his head. The mark of weariness 3 period a sad sight to behold. Most crumble under the burden of injured pride, but some persevere and rise to greater heights. Seek me out on the proving grounds if you wish to rebuild. Previous. Not many youngbloods among the soldiers here. Seems like the militia should fetch. Have you seen the red scar on the black firmament? Of course. Dumum temporus, or so they say 3 period he shrugs. But I am no other. The movement of celestial objects do not concern me. Ant hills rise and palaces crumble 3 period worlds apart. Not many youngbloods among the soldiers here. He nods and sighs. Right, you are 3 period, but good help is hard to find, especially now. Ask him about. Salute. Ask him about your brother. Button. The old man gives it some thought. Haven't seen him for a week or so 3 period, but I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Previous. Salute. Button. Come hell or high water, the militia prevails 3 period. The old man continues on his way down the riverbank. Previous. Look around. Button. 8. Look around. The embankment of the frozen river is kept. Talk to the soldier. Used. Button. Trade with the merchant. Used. Arrow. Hunting bow. Sword stick. Expanded. Weapon. Collapsed. Armor. 1. Collapsed. Food. 1. Expanded. Collapsed. Collapsed. Flask of pear cider. Wide. 4. Unknown effect. Buy for 18 gold. Flat. Expanded. Food. 1. Collapsed. Tool. 4. Expand. Collapsed. Weapon. 3. Torch. Rope. Firewood. Bale hook. Firewood. A cut piece of. Buy for 2 gold. Bale. Buy for 2. Bale hook. Firewood. Rope. Torch. Rope. Bale hook. Buy for 18 gold. Bale. Rope. Collapsed. Collapsed. Armor. Collapsed. Food. 1. Expanded. Collapsed. Barrel lid. Sell items tab. Notifications. Sell. Close by items tab. Inventory tab. Talk to the soldier. Used. Trade with the merchant. Explore the map. HP. Health points 110 of 110. H. Map. Explore the proving ground. The proving grounds are in previous. Look around. Button. Speak to the martial instructor. You're here. Good. That's a start. Hold on a second. 3 period. He turns to the sparring partners and shouts, Gentlemen, you will have to proceed without me. The martial instructor looks back at you. This takes priority. Put the mark of weariness on a master swordsman. Ha. We're gonna show em what you're made of. Previous. The proof. Don't expect too much. Button. Let's begin. Button. The martial instructor picks up a wooden sword. Right. Start with the basics. A sound beating. All of a sudden, he dashes towards you, unleashing a flurry of strikes. Defend yourself. H. Defend. Initiated combat. Martial instructor's turn. Attack. Minus 16. Attack. Minus 19. Your turn. End turn and your turn. Martial instructor's turn. Attack. Minus 15. Attack. Minus 16. Your turn. End turn. Martial instructor's turn. Aggressive. Attack. Minus 15. Out of breath and aching all over, you feel just about done. How's that? For starters, he laughs. Lesson number 1. Pain is nothing. A soldier must acknowledge no pain. Preview. Understood. Button. He rifles through a satchel. Next lesson. Drinking. He hands over a clay jug. Gelderbra. The strongest ale on the Western Highlands. Bottoms up. Drink. HP. Drink. The strong ale is despicable and mesmerizing. The martial instructor explains. A soldier must drink, so that wounds are soon forgotten, and he must lose control. He approaches death when his form is rigid. No man shall predict his movement. A drunken soldier will forget his was and split you sideways from angles unseen. Previous. Force of habit 3 period. Button. Everything in moderation. Button. Quite the contrary. The claymore is our weapon of choice. The opposite of moderation. Enough to make a man incredulous. Like the spiral winds of Hamada. A force of devastation so uncanny that it seems unnatural. Which brings us to our third and final lesson. I'm listening. Button. The martial instructor begins a sequence of sword strikes, punctuating each sentence with a violent slash from different angles. He explains, a soldier must be a force of nature. His exertions are mind-bending. He swings the blade like a river delta. His form is tempestuous, overextending if need be, always unrelenting, never cautious. No holds barred. Button. HP. No holds barred. Exactly. Crouching down, he fetches another jug of ale from the satchel. He takes a swig and wipes off his beard. That hit the spot. Now let's try again. This time, attack. Exact. Attack. Initiated combat. Martial instructor's turn. Attack. Minus 15. Attack. Minus 18. Your turn. Enter. Martial instructor's turn. Aggressive. Attack. Minus 16. Your turn. And martial instructor's turn. Attack. Minus 17. Aggressive. Previous. Exactly. Crap. That's enough. You did pretty well, all things considered. Remember, just throw yourself into the fray. Reckless abandon. It's how the war was won. The martial instructor salutes you. Salute the martial instructor. The proving grounds are enclosed by walls of granite. What? Look. Speak. Map. Button. 8. Map. Area. Prove. Riverbank. Campfire. Button. Gallows. Button. Infirmary. Button. Riverside Fort. Button. Infirmary. Riverbank. Campfire. Infirmary. You have returned to the infirmary of previous soldier. Enter the infirmary. Sister Agatha is a previous. You have look around. Used. Talk to Sister Agatha. You approach a woman in a white robe without looking up from the parchment on the floor. She says, "What do you want, soldier?" Previous. Sister Agatha. Observe the monk. Button. Map. Button. H. Health points 20 of 110. H. Map. Ask. Purchase. Ask for medic. Observe the monk. Ask for medical assistance. Having cleaned and patched up your wounds, the monk says, "There you go. Try to be more careful in the future." Ask. Map. HP. Health points 110 of 110. H. Map. Ask about your brother. Button. Purchase medical supplies. Button. Bandages. Medical supplies. 3 uses. Unknown effects. Buy for 27 gold. Current gold. 203. Button. Digit. Buy for 27 gold. Current gold. 176. Close by items tab. Tab. You observe the month. Ask for purchase medical supplies. Ask about your brother. Map. Button. Area. Infirmary. Campfire. Button. Riverbank. Camp. Infirmary. Area. Infirmary. Current location. Button. Camp. River. Campfire. Campfire. Soldiers and exiles are huddled. Talk to the soldiers. But talk to the approach the gate. Button. The gates to Riverside. Previous. The gates to Riverside Outpost are wide open. Longbowmen survey the frozen wilderness from the watchtowers. A guard is posted in the gateway, keeping an eye on the comings and goings. Talk to the guard, but a rusty iron claymore is resting on his shoulder, descending from the black fur cowl. His blond beard is tangled in thick braids. He growls, "What?" "Ask him about your brother, button. Fetch me a drink, then we'll talk. Give him a flask of, give him the jug of Gelder broth, button. Give him a flask of pear cider, but." He groans. "Been drinking the same damn thing all week. Merchant better pick up something else next time." The guard takes a big sip, followed by a bittersweet grimace. Cheers. Previous. Fetch me. You're welcome. 3 period. Remain silent. He starts coughing. Ahem. HRRM. The name's Warren. Your brother's a friend of mine. He once told me about a safe house, north of here. It's a basement near the Tower Mill, somewhere on the Killing Fields, not too far from the main road. Might be worth looking into. Serlo is already on his way. 3 period. Previous. Serlo, button. Glad to see that he's making. I can. Killing Fields, but. He laughs. Used to be known as the Golden Plains. Poisoned by the godless invaders. Left bare until the end of time. Whole new world out there. See, while you were sleeping, the rest of us had to live in it. 3 period. Serlo, button. Yeah, he's one of us. Weakest link, but still 3 period we stick together, cause we patrol the same areas, 4 of us. Apex killers, worst of the worst. We all pale in comparison to your brother, though 3 period except maybe Armel. Previous, he laughed. Glad to see that he's making friends. Usually not the makes friends with whores. Mostly 3 period the amount of seed he is dumping out there. 3 period boggles the mind how many bastards he must have spawned. 3 period the drunken guardsman starts laughing. It sounds like death rattles bubbling in a pit of sewage and vomit. Previous, yeah, I can see how the two of you would get along. Beautiful, ain't it? End of the world brought us together. Soldiers in a broken land, trying to pick up the pieces. 3 period. What do you think might have happened? Button. There's no telling what kind of trouble he's gotten himself into. Regardless, we are gonna see to it that he makes it back in one piece. 3 period. Previous. Leave the outpost, but you head out on the country road. Ravens and rooks nest among the branches of barren treetops. Blinding white hills rise below clouded winter skies. Previous. There's no tell. Look around. Button. Follow. Look around. Button. Follow the road. Button. Look around. Years have gone by since you last laid eyes on this landscape. Look around. Used. Follow the road. HP. Follow. You walk for a few minutes until you reach a crossroads, where a sign has been posted. Read the sign. HP. Read. The inscriptions read as follows. NE, Riverside Outpost. NW, Golden Plains. Great City of Roeburg. W, Fenris Woodlands. S, River Shrine. Previous. Read the sign. Used. But. Head south to the River Shrine. But. Head south to the River Shrine. The skies remain clear above the country road. There is not a soul in sight, though the impressions in the snow reveal that there has been a lot of traffic here recently. Previous. Look around. Button. Keep walking. But. The country road slithers up and down the hills between the forest and the western bank of the frozen river. You walk alone, or so it may seem. Crunching footsteps in the snow can be heard from the hilltop behind you. Previous. Listen. Button. Look back. Button. Stop walking. Button. Keep walking. You continue on your way. The voice of a man echoes from the top of the hill. Wait up. Hasten your. Stop walking. Button. Haste. You hurry along, paying no heed to the stranger behind you. He picks up the pace, shouting, "Ain't nowhere to hide, soldier." Previous. Run. Button. Fight. Run. Still weakened by the wounds of war, you are soon short of breath. Withered by neglect, your legs refuse to obey, forcing you to take a dive. Helpless, you tumble in the snow as the shadow of the stranger moves closer. Previous. Defend yourself. Button. Beg for mercy. Button. Defend. Initiated combat. Bounty hunter's turn. Attack. -9. Your turn. And apply. Move. Move. Stun unavailable. Attack. Attack. -3. Attack. -3. Stun cost. Stun. -6. Bounty hunter's turn. Attack. -16. Your turn.
Add to favorites. Standard. Navigate. Add to 1 hour, 25 minutes, 59 seconds. Add. Pause recording. Stop.